Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Broadcasting visual images of stationary or moving objects. She is a star of screen and video. A recording of both the visual and audible components, especially one containing a recording of a movie or television program. The visible part of a television transmission. Computer science. The appearance of text and graphics on a video display. Broadcasting visual images of stationary or moving objects. Broadcasting visual images of stationary or moving objects. An electronic device that receives television signals and displays them on a screen. A telecommunication system that transmits images of objects, stationary or moving, between distant points. Broadcasting visual images of stationary or moving objects. An electronic device that receives television signals and displays them on a screen. The British call a TV set a telly. A recording of both the visual and audible components, especially one containing a recording of a movie or television program. Graphic art consisting of an artistic composition made by applying paints to a surface. His pictures hang in the Louvre. A visual representation of an object or scene or person or abstraction, produced on a surface. They showed us the pictures of their wedding. A situation treated as an observable object. The political picture is favorable. Show in, or as in, a picture. Illustrations used to decorate or explain a text. The dictionary had many pictures. A form of entertainment that enacts a story by sound and a sequence of images giving the illusion of continuous movement. A graphic or vivid verbal description. Too often the narrative was interrupted by long word pictures. A clear and telling mental image. He described his mental picture of his assailant. Imagine, conceive of, see in one's mind. The visible part of a television transmission. They could still receive the sound, but the picture was gone. A representation of a person or scene in the form of a print or transparent slide or in digital format. A typical example of some state or quality. The very picture of a modern general. A medium that disseminates via telecommunications. Taking part in a radio or TV program. The act of making a record, especially an audio record. She watched the recording from a soundproof booth. A signal that encodes something, e.g., picture or sound, that has been recorded. A storage device on which information, sounds or images, have been recorded. Communication that relies on vision. Television that is transmitted over cable directly to the receiver. A television system that transmits over cables. Television that is transmitted over cable directly to the receiver. A conductor for transmitting electrical or optical signals or electric power. A nautical unit of depth. A television system that transmits over cables. Send cables, wires, or telegrams. A telegram sent abroad. A very strong thick rope made of twisted hemp or steel wire. Fasten with a cable. Cable trees. A television system that has more than the usual number of lines per frame so its pictures show more detail. A television system that has more than the usual number of lines per frame so its pictures show more detail. A cassette for videotape. Record on videotape. A relatively wide magnetic tape for use in recording visual images and associated sound. A video recording made on magnetic tape. An audible acoustic wave frequency. A recording of acoustic signals. The audible part of a transmitted signal. They always raise the audio for commercials. The sound elements of television. Phonetics. An individual sound unit of speech without concern as to whether or not it is a phoneme of some language. Logically valid. A sound argument. Measure the depth of a body of water with a sounding line. The subjective sensation of hearing something. He strained to hear the faint sounds. Make a certain noise or sound. Having legal efficacy or force. A sound title to the property. In excellent physical condition. A sound mind in a sound body. The audible part of a transmitted signal. Of sleep, deep and complete. A sound sleeper. A narrow channel of the sea joining two larger bodies of water. Exercising or showing good judgment. A sound approach to the problem. Utter with vibrating vocal cords. A large ocean inlet or deep bay. The main body of the sound ran parallel to the coast. Announce by means of a sound. Sound the alarm. Appear in a certain way. This sounds interesting. Cause to sound. Sound the bell. Complete. Thorough. Politicians have no sound grasp of technology issues. Financially secure and safe. Sound investments. Free from moral defect. A man of sound character. Give off a certain sound or sounds. This record sounds scratchy. In good condition, free from defect or damage or decay. A sound timbre. Mechanical vibrations transmitted by an elastic medium. Falling trees make a sound in the forest even when no one is there to hear them. The particular auditory effect produced by a given cause. The sound of rain on the roof. The sudden occurrence of an audible event. The sound awakened them. Vigorous or severe. A sound thrashing. The procedure of calculating, determining something by mathematical or logical methods. The branch of engineering science that studies, with the aid of computers, computable processes and structures. The branch of engineering science that studies, with the aid of computers, computable processes and structures. The immediate rebroadcast of some action, especially sports action, that has been recorded on videotape. An electronic device that receives television signals and displays them on a screen. A telecommunication system that transmits images of objects, stationary or moving, between distant points. An electronic device that receives television signals and displays them on a screen. The British call a TV set a telly. A band of adjacent radio frequencies, e.g., assigned for transmitting radio or television signals. An electronic device that receives television signals and displays them on a screen. The British call a TV set a telly. Broadcast with captions that are seen only on receivers having special equipment, can be provided for hard-of-hearing viewers. Broadcast via television. The royal wedding was televised. An idler who spends much time on a couch, usually watching television. A band of adjacent radio frequencies, e.g., assigned for transmitting radio or television signals. An electronic device that receives television signals and displays them on a screen. An electronic device that receives television signals and displays them on a screen.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.